I can't wait until Friday.
Okay, we are live.
We're live?
We are live.
Cool. Should I grab my dice?
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start walking you through making characters.
Let me grab my dice real quick.
Alrighty.
I'm home and do it. Okay.
Alrighty. Next time, mute your mic.
All right. I'm still learning some of this stuff here.
Yeah, I think we all are. Alrighty. So this should be session 0. And we are live. They can all see you now, John.
Hey. Ooh, pretty nice.
Let me double check why they can't hear you. Properties. Okay. John, talk for me.
Yellow? Can they hear me?
Trying to figure out why.
Or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can they?
I'm working on it, John. Talk now. There we go.
Hello.
Okay, I'm going to send you, John, the in Facebook. I'm going to send the link to the campaign.
To the link to the what?
To this campaign.
Okay.
So that you can literally make this character in this campaign. Which
Cool.
all right, so
Create a character.
we are basing this campaign in my Evermore world I've been developing.
Okay.
We're going to have a few additional rules in addition to 5th edition. One of which is going to be my dynamic magic system I am experimenting with.
Okay.
So our characters will get to experience that along with the rest of us and see what it's like for the world not to always have the magic that you want.
Cool.
There's going to be an actual play podcast, and hopefully everyone will stay in character. So, and with that, we're going to get started with Johnny Boy, who sent me a message.
Hello.
Who put message in Johnny?
Ooh, pretty nice.
Lost college student. Wave hello.
Hello?
And back to our gaming chat.
Okay, so that should be fine like that. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Character name. You come with a fancy character.
Oh, that's right. I need to change what that's attached to.
What's a good character name, Joe?
I'm not sure. Let's pick your race and everything else first.
Okay.
We just put something in there for right now. We can always come back and change it.
Okay.
You have
Aha.
an idea of what you want to play.
I always go with Dragonborn.
You're gonna be a Dragonborn.
Always.
Fine.
Always. Degrees. So, draconic ancestry. We'll go with let's go with bronze. Bronze. So that will be fine. Cool.
Alrighty. Aaron, if you want to go ahead and pull up D&D Beyond, and you can start making your. I need you log back into your laptop. Yes, of course, says the Raven. I'm sorry if I don't pay much attention to chat. Tonight, I'm trying to get us set up and introduce the characters to the world so that they can. So that we can get rolling with this and try to have as much fun as possible.
Alright, so I'm going to be a sorcerer.
Then you log back into your laptop. Okay. You might need to log me out of Beyond on here. Who is in chat messaging me?
Stop.
General.
Persuasion.
Back to gaming.
And then origin.
Okay, John. So what are you doing?
I'm
Walk us through what you got.
well. The ones I got so far is my race is a Dragonborn.
Okay.
The ancestry is the bronze lightning dragon. So basically, it's a bronze dragon that does lightning.
Okay.
And then my class is a sorcerer.
Okay. Are we rolling with like wild magic sorcerer, or are we rolling
Wild magic?
Yes.
Always. It's always wild magic for me.
Wild magic in a world where magic can go even more wild.
Yep.
This will be absolutely fantastic or terribly horrendous. One of the two.
Oh, I guarantee it's gonna go both ways. Alright. Alright. I'm about to roll for my character now.
We know you speak both ways.
Alright, so let's see here. This is gonna be interesting.
A hero with no name. Oh no.
Should I start rolling my dice there, Joe?
Well, yeah. So we can either use the auto roll feature, or we can manually roll everything.
I was gonna manually roll everything.
Okay.
And it's 4d6s, correct?
Yes.
And then re-roll the lowest one, right?
Aaron, you remember?
I normally do 4d6 re-rolls.
Reroll 1 and 2s.
No, re-roll below 8.
That's what I thought. Okay.
And then 1 actual
I gotta roll this until I get 6 numbers.
Oh, there it is.
That way you're not stuck with getting a yacht.
And let us know what your what all your dice are.
Yeah, of course. Always. All right, my first roll here.
Make this interesting to listen to.
First roll. I got a 4, a 2, a 2, and a 1.
Reroll a 1.
Yep. Ah!
Another 1.
I rolled another 1.
He has a 9 something. That might be what you use to re-roll on.
Okay. That will be one of your stats. Let me open up Notepad so I can keep track of this for you.
That's total of 8 right there.
So you have a 9 and something. Okay, roll your next one.
Rolling. A 5, a 5, a 4, and a 3.
A 5, a 5, a 4, and a 3?
Yep.
Alrighty.
And I'm re-rolling the 3, correct?
No.
No? Okay.
So the 1 reroll is like a stat we can reroll.
Oh, okay.
5 plus 5 plus 4, 17.
It'll be 14.
A 5, a 5, is it 3 or 4 dice?
It's a 5, 5, 4.
Roll 4d6 front lows.
Okay. It's been a while since I made a character.
Otherwise, you're going to end up with a 20 if you get a 20s. Or you can end up with 24, which 5e does not allow.
It does.
Players.
When's the last time I made a 5e player?
You're about to make a lot of them. I call them PCs. They're all the PCs of the DM.
I know. Which, as soon as it is ready, our entire NPC database will be available on npcroster.com. This will allow anyone who would like to use any of the NPCs in their own campaigns, or to use them as player characters for a one-shot. Okay, John, what's your next roll?
Working on it. Okay, I've got a 6, a 6, and 2 1s.
A 6, a 6, and 2 1s. Reroll the 1s.
Both of them or just one of them?
Just one. Yeah, I locked that so that he.
Because all he does is bark at attack.
Okay, and that I roll a 2.
Okay, so that gives you a 14 again.
Okay.
Next roll.
A 3, a 3, and 2 1s.
Okay, reroll the 1s.
So with the 1s, I got a 5, a 6, and a 5.
So you got a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Yep.
So another 14.
Yep. How many numbers is that so far, Joe?
That is 4.
4, so I got 2 more to do.
You need to get on the login.
5 and 3 2s.
Alrighty. So 5, 7, 9.
And then I roll for the last one, right?
Yep.
All right. A 5, a 3, a 3, and a 1.
So that's gonna be an 11. And then re-roll one of those 9s.
Right.
Either way, one of your stats will be a 9.
A
plus 0, right?
6, a 6, and a 4.
A 6, a 6, and a 4.
Yep.
What about your fourth number there?
3.
Okay, so you have 16.
Yep.
Alrighty. Hey, no growling. We are live, Willet. You don't growl when we're live.
We're doing milestone or XP?
So we will be doing XP with milestones if you get past an event without level that I think you deserve to level for.
Yeah, coin weight or
Was it?
ignore coin weight or use it.
We are going to take into account coin weight. Because I'm sorry, if you have 10,000 plat on you, there's no way you're going to be jumping or climbing a cliff. Hell, even 1,000 copper has a significant amount of weight to it. Okay, John, so how are your stats coming out?
I'm working on it. 16 was my highest, right?
A 16 is your highest.
Okay. What's my second highest?
14. 14 or 14.
Okay, so 14 6 bronze.
Do we have to use D&D now? I'd like you to at least have your character in there. I can make it on my end. And we just have it all. That way people can see your character.
Okay. Do you have access to more of the books on yours? From the books?
I should.
Maybe I have the Eberron features unlocked because I don't actually own the Eberron book on here. You know, it's not getting
So I got. So Joe.
Yes.
314, correct? For my rolls, I have 3
14s, an 11, and a 9.
Okay.
Okay, next up we're going to be making errands. Aaron, what are you going to do for your name?
higher.
Higher?
Yep.
P-Y-R-E. E?
I'm going to do P-Y-R-I-E.
P-Y-R-I-E.
You know, basic. By being extra.
Alrighty.
Well, most shifters have very common names related to kind of what they are. People would name an animal higher, right? Maybe a little bit.
And we're starting as level 1, correct?
Yes, we are starting at level 1.
So my wild magic doesn't start until level 3.
Actually, are you still in the part where you can change names? Foo. F-U.
Who?
Yep. Or Fuego.
Alrighty. Next up on yours. What race are you going to be?
Oh, you don't have access to it either.
What's it from?
Eberron setting.
I don't know if I have that book. Which one would it be?
Let's go, Eberron.
I've got to find it.
Sure, it's an official book.
Just the features.
Oh, let's say that's where the Artificer class comes from. I didn't think from vampires.
This one?
Wait, but that's not right. Yeah, Eberron Rising from the last war. So we have Wild Magic and Wild Magic.
You're both running Wild Magic?
Oh, no, him. Although the idea to play a Wild Magic Barbarian and all this might be fun too.
Yeah. Just remember, I still have to be able to comprehend what the heck is going on in this campaign.
Nonsense. That's what the audience is for Reddit.
Yeah, which,
If you can figure out our stupidity, please like, follow, and obey. Do Borderlands?
Nope. Perfectly acceptable.
Have the Eberron book will also be good if you need to look up things like parts and technology. And what to do if your your dog has werewolves. It's a more rampant problem than people know. Were you aware?
What was it?
So Eberron's great if you want to look up technology, cards, and what to do if your dog gets on werewolves. It's more of a problem than most people are aware of.
Alrighty. Go ahead and type in your race.
It also gives access to the fun Warforges. Shells, I forget the thing for shifters. Are you able to click on them without it actually fully selecting them? A little bit further down. I just need to see their Constitution trade next one. Go on to the next one. This girl must be all the way down. I just need to see the ability for her. Next one. Next one. This one. Okay. Choose race.
Wait. Let me grab my book for this.
Alrighty.
Alright, I'm a druid.
And you are a druid. Add class. Proficiencies. Choose a druid skill.
Perception.
Perception.
And
Okay, so
we'll go with nature.
Nature. So John, what are you doing right now?
I'm getting my spells together.
You can worry about that later. We can worry about everything else.
By the way, when's the next person in our happy little party joining us?
That's what I'm wondering. He's supposed to be in here.
Okay, so what else do I need to do then, Joe?
Well, have you came up with a name?
I have.
And what would that name be?
Nocris.
Ah, yes, the mighty Nocris, son of Bankus.
I'm really hoping your girlfriend uses her last name as her character name. It'd be absolutely hysterical.
What's the last name?
Right there. Yes, PayPal. I know I just spent $60 on books.
Should I roll for stats?
Yeah, we can start rolling stats now. Alrighty.
Six, 5, 1, 1.
6, 5, 3. So you have a 14, my friend.
Got you.
And
3, 3, 3, 1. 2.
a 9.
Come on, this is going to be the fan favorite. We reroll 1s and 2s, just once.
Just once.
6, 3, 1, 2.
Another 1. Reroll it.
$11.
Hold on, guys. I gotta. My job is calling me.
All right. Go ahead and mute your mic.
The fan favorite's not looking good so far, folks. I'm going to have to really roleplay this.
That was the entire point of this. That looks like an 8 there, my friend. Ah, lucky you got a 9.
See, I identify as an 18.
Let's see, you also picked like the worst of my dice.
These weren't your dice, these were John's dice.
These are John's dice? Here. No wonder they're rolling terrible. They're cursed.
Yeah, really only John's blue balls like me.
Oh.
Much better.
Six, 9. Another 9.
Finally, something decent. Come on, 666. God doesn't love me that much.
That's still a 17.
Yeah. You know what? I was saying my character was kind of wild. They just might be stupid. That's not bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your reroll?
Oh, that's my reroll. That is.
Or we can just reroll all but those last two. Since you had cursed dice.
Okay, we'll change that first 9 to a 13. Maybe with a blow yours, they'll give me better luck. Yeah.
I'm back.
15.
Blowing really does work. Reroll. And that is an 8 plus 3, 11. Yeah, but you know which one I'm getting rid of.
Yeah, I'd say, I think you're a pretty good spot now.
Get rid of the 17 and replace it with 11.
Yes. Alrighty, so where are we assigning these points at?
Alright. So obviously, being Druid, Wisdom is 17. That's Strength. That's still Strength. I'm putting Wisdom in that's 17. Unless you want to give me 17 across the board. I swear I was role-playing weak.
Okay, Wisdom. 17.
What was my lowest one?
11.
Yeah, I can go. I have 2 11s. I can go into Strength and Charisma. I'm not really a likable person.
Okay, now we have a 13, a 14, and a 15.
Actually, make the Intelligence 11. 13, a 14, and a 15.
Which 11 am I pulling?
You're pulling from Charisma. My character still wants to get laid if the option comes up.
I mean, this is an adult campaign.
A 13, a 14, and a 15. Give me a 15 Dexterity.
15 Dex.
That's gone. Alright, 14 Con. And then a 13. So
13 Charisma.
So that I at least have a positive when I hit the bar.
Alrighty. So that puts your totals. Alrighty. Next. Background.
I am an urchin. Huh. That did not work. That's weird. That's a player handbook background.
Yeah, let's double check what we had selected.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure urchin's in the player's handbook.
I don't know if I have it in myself. Because most of the books I had on here are through my other campaigns.
Okay, so I had to pick one from the one drill list?
No, we'll just skip over background.
Alright. I'll look up the stuff for them and add them to my character sheet later. Well, I'll text them to you.
So, then starting equipment, or do you want gold to start with?
My character's 4. We're gonna go with
What?
He's gonna have a wooden shield and any simple weapon.
A simple
Like-
melee.
Yep. Which he will have a. He'll have a dagger on him.
Jagger.
That way he can mug people on the streets. And in the sheets.
Leather armor on.
Note audience, I did not say great club.
Leather armor, an explorer's pack, a druidic focus.
I'm gonna go with a druidic focus.
Okay.
All of which I probably stole from somebody in the years of game.
Yep.
Or who knows, my adopted parent might have loved me enough to give me a backpack full of supplies.
Other possessions. What would you have?
I'm gonna say I have my parents' wedding rings. Probably the only metal my character keeps on them. And as a shifter, he wears them like dog tags.
Alrighty. And go ahead and roll a 2d20 for me.
$15.8.
Okay. Get out a d4. Odds are silver, evens are copper.
Ah, the baby. I ain't no
So-
street pup.
You have 15. And you have 8.
Yeah, boy.
Johnny boy, you there?
I'm here.
All right. Have you done your starting materials yet? Your starting equipment?
I have
All right. I need you to roll 2d20 for me.
2 d20s.
Yep.
All right, give me 1 second here.
And a d4.
So we're on d4 and 2 d20s.
Yep.
All right. Yes. No. Yeah. Yes. And then a d4.
Aaron, I'm putting your character sheet in the chat.
All right.
That way you can have it for reference.
All right, I got the numbers for you.
All right. What'd you roll?
Of the d20s, I got a 12 and a 14,
Okay.
and then on the d4, I got a 4.
Okay. You have 14 copper and you have 12 silver.
All right, give me a second here. So you said 14 copper and 12 silver.
Yep. That is all you have to your name. Spend it wisely.
Okay.
And I'm still missing a player. Where is he? I'm gonna call him real quick and find out where he's at. Hey, you getting in this call? The game? Yeah, you're good. We just got done making the first 2 characters, so.
Blue DVD.
Yeah, it's in Discord. There's a link to the Discord channel in the chat, in the Facebook chat group, and then you're going to click on the link below that to join the campaign and make your character. And we're going to walk through making the character on the stream. So, yeah, I messaged you, but you didn't respond. Yeah, well. Yo. So, get in the call. All right, bye. John, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We're looking at your top of your head.
I know. I got 20 different things to worry about right now. Sorry.
Ah.
So what's my next role I need to do?
So do you next up is going to be backstory stuff. Do you have a preference as to where you come from? Or do you have ideas of where
I think I had it started.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Now, we don't have to do all your backstory stuff right now. I just need to know so that when we are starting the campaign off, I can figure out how you are meeting the rest of the players.
Okay, so as my backstory,
Yeah.
I did it on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
One of the backstories I chose was I'm a haunted one.
Oh.
Where it's basically something so terrible that's haunting me and I cannot speak of it.
That's great, especially since you guys are starting off in a haunted city.
And especially with wild magic.
Yeah.
So basically,
we can discuss what this is outside of the campaign. That way we
Great.
don't make it a surprise for everybody.
yeah, it's just
Jeremiah! We cannot hear you.
I got part of my backstory on D&D Beyond.
There we go.
You
Jeremiah,
can hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Okay, where's this link?
If you go into the Facebook D&D stream chat,
Wait.
it's going to be the one that says dndbeyond.com. Sign in.
Okay. Well, I'm already, I didn't have to, I'm just gonna sign in with Google. Do that.
Alrighty. So we have 2 characters so far. Noxorus and Fu.
Okay.
So, Jeremiah,
But that doesn't make my name Foo.
the name is already taken. I'm sorry.
I didn't choose Foo.
Well, Fu is our other person who is with me.
I was seeing that. Well, I probably should have thought about that. I don't think my name should be character. It should probably be something.
Yeah, usually something a little bit more interesting is recommended than character.
What about
I don't know. Character's pretty fire.
Char, last name Tur? Middle name
Oh, you know what? Maybe Emily is what I need to be.
You can be a female. That is perfectly fine. Or you can be a dude with a chick's name.
I'm doing the randomizer because I'm waiting for one to really hit.
What was that?
I'm doing the randomized name, waiting for one to hit because I'm not creative enough to come up with one on my own. One of them is literally just name. Barnett. That's the one. Sources. What am I? Okay. Walk me through this. Am I doing anything with sources, or am I just leaving it alone?
Select all the sources.
We got Rick and Morty content here. Anyway.
Yeah, you can be stuff from Rick and Morty.
That's dope. Features. I don't know.
Fire like Druid. Oh my god.
That'd be hysterical.
Story-based character progression or XP-based?
What was that?
Story-based or XP-based progression?
We're going to be XP with some story, so set for XP.
Okay. Optional features, should I put on both of those?
Let me see what they are.
Optional class features and customize your origin. I don't think I'm creative enough to come up with an origin story.
Yeah, I can work with you to do that later. So.
And point type?
Manually roll hit points.
Prerequisites?
I don't think so. Give me a second. Review.
For feats and multi-class requirements. That's what it's asking.
Okay, let me go through here. Encumbrance. Use encumbrance. Public feats, multi-class requirements. All right, you're ready to go on to the next page.
Got it.
Select your race.
Oh boy. All sources, right?
Yeah.
Hey Joe,
Yes.
am I good to get my spells together?
Yeah, go ahead and do your spells.
Okay.
Welcome, Noble Wolf. This is our first. This is our session 0. Tonight we are building characters, and we will be possibly introducing our players to each other. Alright, so clean up themselves. Yep. Alrighty.
The soon to be proud fire druid only has one fire ability.
Alright. Hey, there's Aaron in the background.
I'm liking the idea of the ASMR.
Oh.
Mm.
Yes, this is a homebrew campaign that I am building myself. We are also going to be running some homebrew rules, including a dynamic magic system. Sorry, I'm taking time so long to get back to looking at chat. I'm trying to help my players with other things. But we will be having a system where in our world there are areas of high and low magic density. If you're in an area of low magic density, if you're an arcana based magic practitioner, you use up all your spells in a low magic area, you might not get all of your spells back that night. If you're in a high magic area, you might get extra spells, or your spells might get an extra boost or go wild. It is an idea I've been toying with for a while, and I figured when better to try it out than with a fresh new campaign of level 1 players. Right now, we have John above me. We have Andrew next to me. He's actually behind me, but and then we have Jeremiah below me. If Jeremiah would mind turning on his camera.
That's my bad. Who needs a camera anyway? The lighting is going to be absolutely terrible.
That could be worse.
I should probably back a little bit and move the whole thing under the light a little better. Oh, did that make it worse? I think I made it worse. I'm only successful in making it worse. Oh, you know, a little better, a little better. Anyway.
There we go. We'll add more light.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, we will eventually we will get some better lighting and audio equipment. And hopefully at some point we can have all but one of our players, which she was unable to join us tonight. But we'll be having a party of 4 adventuring through this world.
Probably be more like stumbling through it, but
hey, I mean,
I'll do my best. I'll do my
that's where
best.
the adventure is. The stumbling makes it interesting.
Okay, you're right. I'll be the interesting guy.
So let me see if I can find the map of the city I was going to use for you guys.
Big cleric.
D&D, city art, Fairwinds. Here we go. So this is not the finished map. I am actually still, there's a work in progress. But with the reduced quality image already being 12.7 megabytes, the actual file to make this is like several gigs. So as we progress, the map will actually gain more detail as I have the time to create it.
All right, I got my spells picked out, Joe.
All right.
I'm working on my spells right now.
So what class are you taking, Jeremiah?
Cleric.
You're taking a cleric.
Yes.
Cool. So everybody's using magic and different types. This is gonna be fun.
I figured I'm gonna be the boy that heals everybody. Be like, here, take this, take that. Oh no, scary monster, run away. That's what I'm gonna do.
We'll need someone like that.
Hey, I
Because
could.
I'm a sorcerer with wild magic.
Oh boy. You can save me.
So the question is,
My
what
prince.
is your front line?
Cleric. He probably has the highest AC of the party.
Yeah, I have bless and cure wounds.
As soon as yours is done, I'll be able to add you to the overlay. That way people can actually see what we are working with for characters. Also, the fact that you're purple is going to stand out quite a bit.
Who's purple?
The Asimar. Asimar's a purple.
I'll be the purpley boy. I figured it would be a good combination with cleric.
Okay. So
Am
I
I
will give you an
wrong?
option. You can either be purple, or you can be electric blue.
Obviously, it's electric blue.
Okay. Just a heads up, that is going to give you a -1 to stealth.
Okay, maybe I'll go back to purple.
Either way, it's a -1 to stealth.
But in the dark, purple would be hard to see.
I mean, you're an Asimar. You're not a very common race.
Yeah, but that's what gives Drow such stealth.
Yeah, but that's because Drows live in the shadows, in the darkness.
It's a -1 either way. I might as well look stylish while I'm being terribly unstealthy. So we'll just stick with a blue.
All right. And out of curiosity, what is everyone's alignments?
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good. Okay.
Yeah, neutral.
Oh no. Jeremiah.
I don't even want to pick at this point. I was gonna say lawful good.
See, he should have had his.
You're going lawful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By what rules are you going? We will go over this, but by what rules are you going to be living?
The divine ones of my god of choice. My divine rulers. Headphone cords suck.
You want us all to choose a deity,
Yes.
Obviously, I just don't want to fight anything. Pretty much, I just want to be like, here, you fight something. I'll give you this. Go fight it. Meh.
So the coward.
Exactly.
He's the white mage. I mean, that's what the white mage does.
How'd you know? How'd you know I was a coward?
Wow, guess.
I don't know. I'm only a cleric who's lawful good. Ooh. I'm looking at some pretty good spells.
Okay, if you guys pull up the Twitch stream, you'll actually be able to see this here momentarily when I actually get this added to the...
Hey, Joe.
Hey, look, I see myself. I'm hideous.
Fairwinds.
Now you know what we all look at.
Yeah, I know. Just make sure you mute yourself so you're not hearing the loop of the audio.
I just muted the whole stream.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
I'll have to get off of here soon and get my mind prepared to go back to work tonight.
Alright. You're good.
And I also got to help with my dad real quick before heading to work, so gotta do that. But at least my character is 90% done.
Yeah.
I just need to do backstory, and I'll work on that tomorrow.
I just realized the dimensions of this. It's gonna take me a minute to scale this thing down so it'll actually fit on the screen. So the actual dimensions of this map that I am pulling up to show you guys is a little on the large side.
For a minute, it's supposed to be very vulnerable.
So this is going to be Fairwinds. This is a port city on the south side of the Empire. They are not affiliated with the Empire and actually are an independent city-state.
You said Fort Fun?
Fairwinds.
There.
Because what do you want when you're sailing? You want fair winds.
Or when you pass really bad, yeah.
Yeah. So this is our map of the city. It might be a little difficult to see, so I'm going to blow this up and pretty much take up the whole screen with it. So here we have the main commercial port in the lower left lagoon there, or bay. And then we have the passenger and nobilities port over here on the right side of the map. Above that is the university and the mayor's manor.
What generation method are we using for ability scores?
Ability scores, we are rolling.
Okay. Oh boy.
Okay. See if I can get a little bit better image of this. Okay. This is a very large map with lots of detail to it, and I'm not done building it yet, so...
They walk themselves off from the floor?
No, there is a gate.
They walk themselves off from the floor.
Yes, the slums are actually on the left side of the wall there is where the lower class and non-nobles lives. The well-to-do lower class that can afford it can live in the within the walls of the city, but it is quite pricey. Taverns and things within. You do have most of your shopping within the walls of the city, though. So seeing the lower class in some of the outer districts of the city is not unheard of. And the city is actually, the way it's laid out, it's actually well defended. Nope, I don't want to launch that. But this is where we will be starting. For the two of you who are here, where would you like to be in the city?
What time of day is it?
We're gonna say it is early evening.
Early evening. I'm probably gonna be heading to whatever refuge spot I can get in. I don't want to spend what little money I have.
I rolled.
I'll go see if my adoptive father has a room for me tonight.
Alrighty.
I went ahead and rolled for my ability scores.
Alrighty. So you rolled all of them. It's 4 dice each.
Mm-hmm.
You take the
Yep.
highest of the 3, and then your lowest score you can choose to re-roll. Also re-roll once on ability scores.
Okay.
Hey, we got a sub. Noble Wolf, thank you for the sub, or for the follow, not sub. It's been a long day. But thank you so much for the follow. This plans to be a bi-weekly stream, so every other week we will be broadcasting on Wednesday nights starting at 7 p.m.
No, that Eastern Central or
That is
whatever people
Eastern.
call
That is Eastern time. We will also be releasing the video on demand the following week on our Wednesday off week, the Wednesday of our off weeks, along with the first half of the podcast of this. Session 0 is probably going to be a short, edited down version of this. So
yes, my character is retiring for tonight.
alrighty. So we're going to say you're probably out in the slums or near the farms.
Is there a river in the farms?
Yeah, the river actually runs right up between the slums and the main part of the walled city, and up into the mountains, right next to the fields.
Okay, so I want to see if I can't get some hay, and I'm gonna make myself an igloo with shaped water, and then disguise that igloo with hay to make it more natural.
Okay. How much water can you shape?
5 foot cube at a time, but I can have 3 instances of it running, and it's not a concentration to keep the shape.
Okay. So it's going to be chilly in there.
Yes. And
by the way, this is a coastal city with a Mediterranean-like atmosphere.
Yes, that's what wakes me up. The ice eventually melting.
Cool. So your alarm is going to be the ice crumbling on top of you. That's fantastic.
Not crumbling. I'm gonna make a funnel so that I don't have to worry about ice.
So Fu is currently building himself an igloo at the edge of a farm field.
Stack it up.
Yeah, I don't know why this happened. I don't know what I messed up. But the modifier on my dexterity is -2, and it says the override score is 3, but I didn't touch anything.
You need to delete the override score because it's treating that as over whatever you have. It's overriding it.
Yeah, delete the area and
There.
override. Here, I will.
Fixed it.
Let me fix
I
it.
fixed it. I went ahead and fixed it.
But yes, so not only am I going to try to disguise this hay, I'm also going to put hay on the ground, filter the water out from the excess water from the ice, and I'm going to make that as a bed. I'm also going to give myself a little funnel.
Oh
So I don't have
boy,
to worry about my head being
we
crushed.
had somebody who has even lower score than you. Oh boy. My character doesn't know that. Your character doesn't know that, but I know this.
So yeah, I'm also going to be whistling a tune.
Stack it. You're fine.
I'm trying to make sure this is all my door. I'm gonna close the door on my little igloo and.
Ooh, I wonder what a good language would be. Another language to pick.
There will be some ventilation so the Mediterranean heat can get in and I don't freeze to death on the sea ice.
What are some of the more common languages?
Common.
Undercommon.
I should have expected that.
What race are you? You're Asimar?
Yeah, well, no. Okay, so my background, I'm a sage, and it's now asking me to pick 2 more languages.
Let's see.
I'm trying to think about which ones to do.
Never hurts to have goblin.
You could speak Goblin and try to be a missionary to the goblins.
I mean, love don't hate, you know what I'm saying? Lawful good. Though I do have a prepared spell that might be a little, I don't know, it does some necrotic things. But we're not gonna talk about that.
DM, you give that look with goblins need though too, but they got back.
Yeah.
The heck is Marquisian? If somebody says
that's a region, and that isn't. It is language in our world, but it's for a different region of the world. You can pick it.
No, if it's gonna be useless, why would I pick it?
Well, you're in a port city. That region of the world trades with this port. So it wouldn't be unheard of, but
so is it like fancy common?
Kind of. Like Arabic. In my world.
I don't know. What about Dwarvish? How useful would that be?
Dwarvish could become in quite handy, especially since just to the north of you is a bunch of dwarves.
What if I pick something like Abyssal or Dakar, or I don't know if that's how you would say it, or Deep Speech?
You probably won't run into many things that no deep speech.
I figured as much.
That's more if we're dealing with something that speaks deep speech right now, it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you are a level 1 character. We can also choose these languages later. If you'd like to, we can choose these languages later.
I mean, I don't know if I can. It's telling me to pick them now.
You should be able to hit the next thing and skip over it.
All right, hold on, give me one.
We can go back in and add those languages at a later date.
Something else is happening. My character's going to sleep.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
Might just take Goblin and live with my choices. How about that? Holy bursh. 2 personality traits. That's obvious that I'm doing that.
I've learned the command dog bark. Do it again. Let's only use this power for eating.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Take one of those off there. All right. So you guys are you're settling in for the night. Jeremiah, where is your character at? Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. Jeremiah, please roll 2 d20s for me. As well as a d4.
Oh, since we didn't have access to Urchin and D&D Beyond.
That's fine.
Okay.
We can add it in as a homebrew thing.
My D20 roll came out to 18. Yikes. And you said a D4?
I need 2 d20s and a d4.
Is all of this together?
No, I need all the numbers separately.
Of both the D20s and then the...
Yep.
Okay. 6 and 12 for the D20s.
Already? And the d4?
3.
Okay, so you have 6 silver and 12 copper on you.
I'm very proud of my wealth.
You're a little strapped for cash right now, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way.
Hey. You're a level 1 adventurer just starting off in a new city.
If you want
Well, I might have to change my alignment and start robbing people at this rate.
You're the one who chose lawful, so I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah, I know. I'll do it legit. I'll sell my feet pictures, okay? Jesus.
One thing I forgot to mention to you guys is in this world we have guilds and unions for adventurers, for laborers. So rather than trying to go to a single person to find a quest or going to just trying to go to like the town hall and asking around or just going shop to shop, you can stop by the guild. The rewards are going to be slightly lowered because the guild takes a cut, but they almost always will have work.
Yeah, I've seen that go down. We're just going to day worker for a while.
My lifestyle.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
Sure. When I wake up in the morning, actually, it's kind of a nice Mediterranean night. I think I'm gonna hit the bars real fast. Not really buy anything, but just like order one drink and make it look like I'm constantly drinking it.
Oh no.
That way, my igloo has time to get nice and cozy to the ideal temperature.
What was lightning blue you said for the skin?
Either electric blue
Or electric blue, whatever.
or lavender, basically. Those are your 2 options. Will it quit eating a damn shoe?
He was going to town on those.
What's the typical? God, I don't even know the typical height of my race. It's human, so I'm gonna go just 6'1". It is what it is.
Well, I have to buy new shoes.
Wait,
Hello to our 5 viewers, and welcome. if you'd like, you can enable the overlay for D&D Beyond. You can actually see our character stats.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little, we're not totally filled in yet, but as we get started and over the next couple sessions, some more details will be filled in and questions will be answered. So,
you said I have how much silver?
12. No, sorry, 6 silver.
6 silver, 12 copper.
I'm so rich.
Yup. And you do have the thing for coin weight. So keeping coin on you will can cause issues.
I'm at the equipment page.
Yep. So you can either choose to take the gold value of equipment, and we can figure out what you're going to use, or you can just take your basic starter equipment.
I have no idea what just happened.
Here, let me
This-
pull up
this-
your character sheet. I might be able to help.
This whole page just crapped on itself. It said, whoops, we rolled a 1 on our API check. We're heading into town to visit the blacksmith for repairs. There's an error code. I have no idea what the heck just happened.
The page crashed.
Yay!
You're Barned?
Yeah. What a name.
I mean, we can change your name.
I like the name. That was not like a bad thing. It was just,
Okay.
straight up facts.
It sounded like you didn't like it, so I was just like, okay.
What a name is in like a good name. Choose equipment or gold? Why would I?
You should go with a strong, firm name.
So
like
gold would allow you to choose the exact equipment you get. Like, you don't have to take the adventurers pack. You get a starting gold, and you can go out and buy your stuff.
I feel like that's gonna be not good. I feel like that's gonna end badly for me.
I mean, there's things in the adventurers pack that I doubt you will need, or I doubt you will use.
Fair enough. Gold it is then. Oh boy. We're rolling, right?
What was that?
Are we rolling?
Rolling for gold?
Yeah.
I would say yes.
It won't let me roll.
I think the gold.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Just.
Welcome to D&D Beyond Tech Support, where we figure out all your tech support issues.
So basically, you hit randomize, and it chooses a number equivalent to 5d4 of gold. Or we can manually roll 5d4.
No. When I hit randomize, it picks one of the options in the drop-down menu. I actually have to manually roll 5d4.
And there's the die in the corner of the screen that you can use to do that.
Yeah, I did.
Or
Give
I can roll
me
it for
10.
you. Here, give me a second. I will roll it for you.
I already rolled.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I got. Now I'm gonna start with 100 GP. Yeah, let's go. I'm rich. I'm not so hurt for cash anymore.
Well, my character is going to be more of a method actor, so.
Alright, I have. Armor. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
6. 12. 16. That's a much better roll than you had, but oh well.
Holy bursh!
So you are going to be. So, are you new to the town, or are you having been here a while?
No. I'm on
You're
a
being
quest
new?
or not.
So we'll say
I'm.
you arrived in on a ship earlier today. Oh. Aaron, I'd say probably the cheap. You're probably going to one of the cheaper establishments, aren't you?
Yep.
So you're gonna be down by the cargo docks. Down by the bay. And being new to town, I'm gonna say you probably were given directions to a bar, and being in just regular robes or just plain clothes, they didn't give you directions to one of the good bars.
Oof.
So you guys are going to end up in a bar down in the area of the cargo ports. Actually, I have a name for this one. I have to remember what I called it.
Name it the Prancing Pony.
No, the Prancing Pony is actually a decent establishment.
I should have known.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Name it the Waddling Pony then. I don't know.
Fairwinds. We're gonna say you guys are at the Port of Calm. It's a okay little bar. It looks like at one time it was the captain's quarters of a ship that sank off the coast, and over a couple of trips was transplanted here. On the roof, you can still see the captain's wheel and a piece of a broken mast. You walk inside. There's a small bar off to the right-hand side of the door. There's a small stage in the back set up.
Okay.
No musicians are here right now. There's one or two people milling about. The floors creak as you walk in the door. I'm going to assume you're probably hanging out in your usual spot in this bar.
Yep. Nice little corner, looking like I'm sipping on a nice whiskey. Looks like nice whiskey, but I don't want to pay for actual whiskey.
You got dirty water or you got well whiskey? Got well whiskey. So you have a well drink. And we're going to say that's 2 copper.
Why you cheat me, Mom? 2 copper for this piss. I'm a growing lad. I'm a growing boy. Give me something up, some hair on my chest.
Cough up some more dough, and you'll get something stronger.
Joseph, on your stream, my face is frozen.
On my video, your face is frozen.
Kind of looks better that way.
Why is that a thing?
There we go. It's slightly fixed now.
Yeah. Look at that handsome face.
Aaron being savage back here.
What do you say?
He said that's for the audience to decide.
Yeah, of course it's for them to decide, but it's not even a question. They're going to be like, it looks good.
Okay. So, you walk in. Aaron, you want to describe what your character looks like right now?
Okay. So I am a young teen. Bright brown hair, big blue eyes. A little on the hairier side. Did you want to go race or anything?
Yeah. Just describe what he sees as he walks in. Because there's you, there's the bartender, and there's a gentleman passed out on the opposite corner from you.
So, yeah, look like I'm not quite old enough to get in, but I just happen to know the right people, and I'm sipping on a little bit of my first whiskey. I am a Druid shifter for the audience.
All right.
Like one of those people who obviously have like a fake ID.
Like, what kind of clothes are you wearing right now?
Oh, so kind of, you can see it's like a tattered leather vest, and besides that, shirt has a couple holes in it, kind of like baggy, loose fitting, brown pants. Kind of a belt that's a bit of a rope. As he kind of low on a little bit of income at the moment. So whatever I can't patch up myself.
Alrighty. So Jeremiah,
Mm-hmm.
so you walk in the door and basically see a kid in a burlap sack drinking whiskey, and an old man who you're pretty sure has no teeth passed out across the room from him. You walk in the door. What can I get you?
I'll have what the kids have.
You sure?
100%.
That'll be a silver.
Here you go.
Reaches
And
on
I hand
the
over
bar.
the silver.
Under my breath.
It's been long and weary travel. I will spend the silver for the whiskey to calm my nerves.
You see him, he pulls out a mug. It's a little dusty. He wipes it out with his shirt real quick. Oh, it's good enough. Pours a hefty pour, about 3 shots into the glass. There you go, kid.
Oh, thank you. Come up and grab my whiskey.
I take it and immediately chug all of it.
1, you're pretty sure this is 50% water. And 2, this is the worst whiskey you've ever had. And there's now a fly in your teeth because that glass was not clean enough.
I sputter, cough, set the mug back on the table, thank the bartender, and sit down.
My character comes, pats him on the back.
So are you sitting at the bar, or are you going to sit at a table?
I'm sitting at the bar.
Okay, you're sitting at the bar.
My
Yes.
character comes, pats him on the back real fast, like, don't worry, it's strong stuff. I'm about halfway through mine.
I thank you for the advice and ask if you're new or if you've been here a while.
That's kind of hard to say. I've been in this town most of my life. But I think I've only been to this bar, I think, to 15 times this week. Well, this month. Parky, what day is it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I know a thing or two about the area.
Would you say you could help me figure out how to get around?
Sure. I can be your tour guide.
Are there any libraries in the city?
Yes.
You mean those things, those big fancy books people always carry around? Yep. There's actually one not too far from here. It might be a little hard to get into now because it's nighttime, and that's when the guards really like to patrol. Unless you have a written top from the fancy people next door, you're not really going to get in.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I could get there by morning. Do you know of anywhere I could pay to stay for the night?
Well, you can stay at this fine establishment.
I got a room in the back you can rent.
Is there any place that's cheaper?
No,
Very well.
I can guarantee that.
You can come crash with me for 5 copper.
How does it? How much cost for one night of stay in this
No,
tavern?
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're just asking for trouble. Inviting some stranger into your home.
Isn't that what you do for a profession?
You think I live in this hellhole?
I've been over like 3 times. So I'm pretty sure that is what he does for a living. He's a streamer. They're basically the same thing.
Or if you want, you can go sleep outside the Adventurers Guild Hall. Normally, normally new people there seeking a life of travel or work. They might be able to find something. Barn, hay.
You can have the room in the back for 3 copper tonight.
Thank you for the offer, but I think I'm gonna go stay outside of the guild. I then hand 2 copper over to.
I would say be careful. You never know because you don't have a place over your head. At least here you'll have a door.
See, it changes after Sunday.
Very good at persuasion. All right. I'll stay here for the night.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna hand over the 3 copper.
By the way, as he's reaching into his purse, I want to try to do a perception.
Alright.
Oh.
What are you trying to perceive?
Anything that's.
Do you want perception or do you want investigation?
Trying to see if he has any gold in there. Would that be investigation?
That'd be investigation.
Alright, down 0. 17.
Alrighty. Jeremiah, how much gold? Would you say you have gold on your person right now?
Yes.
So as you reach in your bag, you hear a little jingle of some coin as you pull those coppers out. Bartender nods to you. The door on the back wall there. You go through there, it'll be the first door on the left. You want any dinner or anything?
I think the whiskey is plenty enough. Thank you, though.
Suit yourself.
That's wise. Rich in protein.
I then walk over to my room.
Alrighty. Aaron, what would you like to do now?
Now the door's closed. So, barkeep, you got any work for me to do?
What was that?
I'll give you a silver to get that bag of coin off that kid.
Deal. Can I have the spare key?
Slides the key across. He finds out if he catches you. I had nothing to do with it. Hey, Jeremiah, roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
With disadvantage, because you are through 2 doors right now.
Yeah. What dice?
D20s. Plus your perception stat.
Look, I'm an idiot. Just,
I know.
Oh, it's a 3.
So you heard nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so you're heading to bed, correct?
No, first I'm reading a book that I brought with me. It's old, tattered, the pages are brown, the letters are fading. And after reading it for about 20 minutes. I decide to lay down, go to bed, blow the lamp out, candle, whatever's in the room, and lay down.
Alrighty. How deep of a sleeper would you say you are?
And knowing I'm in a new land, and that I'm not a very safe place right now, speaking that I only paid 3 copper, I'd say I'm sleeping with one eye open.
Okay.
But at the same time, I've been traveling for a while, and although it's not a very deep sleep, it's a good sleep. I'm comfortable.
I would say you're in an okay bed.
Yeah. I'm comfortable.
It's kind of weird.
I'm weary of my surroundings, but I'm vulnerable at the same time.
I said, you find it weird. This room seems a little too nice for the establishment you're in. Almost as if
It's
usually
supposed to lull me into a sense of security.
No, it's more like this room is usually used by the lady folk in their endeavors.
Ah. That's tough.
Hence why it's only 3 copper.
Hey, you know what though? It's a comfy bed. I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Actually, I want you to make a Constitution save because you've been traveling all day. I want to see if you actually are able to stay awake.
Seven?
A 7? Yeah, no, you're out cold, my dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm gone.
Like,
Yeah,
the pillow here is probably down feathers, and it's so soft, and you just drift right off. Aaron.
So I'm gonna be patient. Finish off my half of the drink as much as I can stomach. Probably order another one. I have plenty of time. I want to make sure my target's out. Hey, Barky, by any chance, is there a window?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I should know that. I already keep it right.
I said, I caught your ass looking through it. You should know that's a window.
Look, it's more polite to ask. Can I get a refill? Can I get this filled up again with water? Or I mean, your whiskey. Kind of hard to tell the difference.
Boy, you were really testing me tonight.
And you passed. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna walk out with it. I'm gonna go.
Make sure you bring back that damn glass.
I'm gonna go find the window.
Yeah.
Guys, how well can I see you?
Don't you have dark vision? Yes. So you can see just fine.
I mean, how well can I see you into his room?
I mean, there's some lacy curtains drawn over the window. So everything's a little fuzzy looking in there, but
I'm gonna try to quietly open the window.
okay. Give me a stealth check.
21.
Let me
I hate being at his mercy, man. There's just like nothing I can do.
Oh.
What did he roll?
21.
Are you kidding me? I might as well say goodbye to the silver, man.
Yeah. Now, did you have all your money in one bag?
Obviously not.
Okay, how much money did you have in the bag that you were reaching into?
After I paid her before.
After.
5 copper and 3 silver.
So not a whole lot.
No, but you know, I don't have a whole lot.
I say, what all do you have? What is your passive perception? Is 14. What do you rolled a 21? 21? Yeah, you don't even hear him creep in that room.
I'm not fully going into it. Yeah, did you put your where would that house actually be? Is it on your body or is that a perception?
So did you disrobe before passing out, or are you still fully clothed?
I'm still fully clothed.
That's 24 perception.
I don't think I was quite comfortable enough to.
Okay, so that bag is still on your person.
Or would that?
Yeah.
Or did you want me to roll?
You're gonna need to roll investigate to find this, because perceive is what is out there. Investigate is looking for a single thing.
12.
12.
Is there any kind of check I can make for feeling him, touching me, feeling around?
Well, your passive perception is 14.
Yeah. So if he rolls higher, then
If he were to try using dexterity or sleight of hand and roll under that 14, or at 14, you're gonna notice it.
yeah. Okay.
Out of curiosity, can I use Druid craft to create like a nice white wave sound? And sound of the ocean waves.
Does it say you can't?
The Druid craft specifically, you create tiny harmless sensory effects that can detect weather, you can detect flowers, you create instantaneous harmless sensory effects such as falling leaf, puff of wind, or sound of a small animal with the same odor.
So we'll say you can make a slight breeze, but without something like prestidigitation,
Okay.
you're not gonna be able to do the full effect.
Alright, I'm gonna try to go for a nice calming breeze to help lull with such a sleep.
So you smell the sea air as a slight breeze you just brushes past your cheeks.
Did a 12 reveal?
It's a little chilly out now.
Yeah. Did a 12 reveal where it is?
We'll say yeah. You can see one bag on him, like that pouch that was on his waist. Did you have like a backpack or anything?
I had almost like a satchel.
Okay.
I'm gonna check the satchel first. Because I don't think the satchel would be on it first.
Is the satchel on the bed with you, or is it like still over your shoulder or something?
No, it's not on me.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check the satchel first.
Alright, give me an investigate check.
I like where this game's going so far.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so in love with getting robbed immediately.
I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm waiting for this alcohol that is disgusting to make my stomach upset so I can wake up, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna lose my
You can
money.
make a Constitution check.
Oh.
Go ahead and make a con save. See what happens. Just a heads up, the save on that whiskey is rather low.
Well, still 3 shots of it.
I rolled a 4. Constitution's at 13 right now. I'm feeling absolutely fine, I presume.
So what is the modifier?
1.
Plus 1?
Yep. Roll a 4 total.
I had the save at 6.
Wow.
So you just start vomiting.
Does he wake up from the vomit?
I'm gonna say yeah. He's vomiting all over himself in bed.
Well,
he's not drunk.
I mean, I chugged watered down whiskey. I think it's not the alcohol. I think it's more so that the cup probably had a couple of disgusting things in it.
Hearing this, I'm gonna crouch down to those gravel paths and hide by the
Make a stealth save. If you want, you can make an active perception check.
20, not natural.
God damn.
Yeah, I didn't start using D&D Beyond the board. These rolls lovely.
I know. Here, you're rolling this now.
No, okay, I'm doing well.
The almighty die.
I'm doing terrible. You said you wanted me to roll a perception check?
Yeah, roll perception.
My bad.
Here, roll a d30.
Ooh, I rolled 16.
D20.
21.
21 d30. Okay.
I freaking rolled 16, and this guy just said, let me throw a roll 21 out there.
No, that was for something else. I had him roll a d30.
Oh, I was like, thanks, man. It's rigged. He's got a weighted die.
I'm using the app.
Yeah, he's using D&D Beyond.
So am I. Where are my good rolls? What is this?
Yeah, D&D Beyond is hateful sometimes.
Yeah,
I got like 3 single digits in a row. What is that?
Oof.
So I'm gonna try to be stealthy going underneath the bed if I can. I'm pretty sure the next action.
So you rolled, what was it?
16.
16, you rolled 20. You don't see anyone in the room. But the lid of the flap of your satchel is open.
Do I hear him?
No.
Squat down to the floor.
Nope.
Dang.
His stealth check was better than your perception.
Yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, make a con save. You just watch somebody puke all over the place.
Yeah, that's a fair thing.
All you gotta do is beat a 5.
I got this natural 16, 17
You rolled
total
a
though.
6?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, you can see mine. I'm not lying.
Okay, so what was that, Jeremiah?
17.
What was your 17 for?
The con save.
Oh, that was for him.
God, I'm not paying attention.
Yeah,
What am I rolling for then?
Well, no, you're not rolling anything right now. You noticed your bag's open.
Mm-hmm.
You're covered in vomit. What do you want to do?
I want to sit up, and I want to get my bearings.
Okay.
Basically, I just want to get out of the puke. So I'm gonna scoot over to the end of the bed, and I'm gonna sit up. And then, after taking a moment, breathing, I notice that my satchel's open. I get up to go check and see if anything's missing. So I'm gonna make a. Would it be a perception? It wouldn't be perception. It would be. Regardless, I'm gonna check to see if anything's missing.
Okay.
As he's getting up, I'm gonna roll underneath that.
I say you should have a general idea of what's in your bag.
Yeah.
Say you started vomiting before he got anything out, so.
So I notice nothing's missing.
Yep, nothing major is missing.
So I think I relax a little bit, but I'm still weary, and I. Is there like a lavine, like maybe a wash basin or something like that, a bucket of water or anything like that in the room?
There is a pan of water to clean up with.
I'm gonna wash my face and neck off with that.
Okay.
After doing that, I decide to deal with the mess that's in the bed. So, because I'm still tired, and because throwing up exhausted me, I want to just move the pillow out of the way. So, I'm going to put it on the floor. I'm going to put it on the floor, I'm going to fold the blanket and put it on the pillow, and I'm just going to go onto the other side of the bed.
Okay.
I noticed that I want to roll a perception to see if I notice the window's open.
Okay, go for it.
2.
You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
Okay, your passive perception is high enough that you'd notice the windows open.
Okay, good. That's
God,
thank
you
you.
better be glad I'm robbing you instead of someone else.
I know, Jesus.
What are these rolls, man? Okay, so
Someone trained in stealth.
Imagine
Noticing-
the other players.
noticing that the window's open, and remembering that I did not open it, I get a little bit more alert. So I stand up and I walk over to the window.
Wait, did
Okay.
you notice the window was open before you went into the room either? Well,
No.
What?
did you notice Did you notice the window was closed when you went into the room?
Do I need to roll to see? Because I imagine I would, yeah. I imagine the breeze would, it getting later.
We're
I
gonna
imagine
say
I
that
would notice.
you didn't really pay too much attention to the window.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get up and walk over to the window. And I'm just, take a big breath. The salty air. Clear my head over a little bit.
Yeah, for such a cheap room, you actually have a nice view of the bay. Being
Okay.
on the back of the building, you're kind of overlooking the. You're kind of like at the edge of the port, and you're a little bit higher than all the docks
Okay.
because they're down a little hill and down by the beach. So it's actually quite a pretty night. You can see the moon on the one of the 2 moons reflecting on the water. And the night sky is full of stars. You see somebody going by and lighting the occasional lamp along the docks. And it looks like it's just starting to get dark out.
After standing there for a moment and gazing at the beautiful view, now that I'm a little bit more clear-headed, I decide that I should probably deal with the mess rather than just throwing it off to the side on the floor. So I want to leave my room and venture to find if there's anywhere I can wash the blanket and pillow, or see if the bartender would like me to do anything with them in particular.
I'll clean them up in the morning. Just leave them in the corner.
While he's gone, I'm gonna quickly grab any random item from the satchel and get out of the room.
Okay.
We're gonna put it in.
So I am going to go into inventory. You don't have anything in your inventory yet.
You cheap bastard.
So what all do you have in your bag?
I have the book from earlier.
Okay.
I have some undergarments, just one extra set of undergarments, and I have some. What is it called? I have a pen and ink.
A pen and ink.
Yes, like a quill ink
Okay.
in the bag.
And
then-
any symbol, anything?
I have there's another small pocket in the inside side of the satchel with a bag of my gold coins.
Investigation, I'm guessing.
Actually, roll a D10 for me, and I will tell you what you grab. Actually, roll a D20.
The modifier?
Nope, it's a straight D20 roll. 5. You grab the quill and ink. All right. Give me a dexterity save because you're grabbing a container full of ink. Okay.
Can I make a perception check to see if I notice any noise coming from the room?
What was your stealth? 20. No, your passive wouldn't be high enough.
Fair enough. Okay.
And right now, you're probably too out of it from having just puked to really be thinking about someone's currently trying to rob me.
Makes
After I
sense.
just walked out of the room.
Yeah.
So, you have ink on your hands.
Okay.
And are you heading back to your room?
Yeah, since he has told me just to leave him alone to deal with in the morning. Yeah, I'm on my way back to my room.
Big thing, I'm going to use shape water to either try to remove the ink or pull whatever liquids I can find off of the bed so I don't leave a trail of ink handprint as I vault open this window.
So you're going to pull the vomit off of the bed.
So he took the sheets.
So there's no liquid left on the bed.
Oh, then I'm going to try to use shape water to keep the oil, keep the stuff on my hand instead of when I press down. Or actually, I can just yell it. I'm just going to jump out the window. I'm not even going to grab on the rails. No.
Okay, so
That'd be acrobatics.
give me an acrobatics. And you're going to take 2d6 of fall damage.
Wait, we're 2 stories high?
Yeah,
How did I get up here the first time?
the ledge. As I said, they're a little ways above the docks. This looks like the back of a boat.
Okay.
You take 3 damage.
At least it's a good quality ink.
Jeremiah,
Mhm.
good ink.
And a nice quill.
My ink, man.
I'm rolling a d4 for you. No, it was not good ink. It is a nice looking quill.
Okay, I'm either going. Can I use shape water to get this stuff off?
You can try.
All right, but first I'm not going to be in the middle of directly outside his window covered. I'm going to move.
Probably not a good idea.
So I'm going to go to the side of the inn, outside of the view. It's like, okay.
By the time he's starting to move away from the window, I think I've wandered into the room
So
by
you
now.
probably wandered back into the room by now.
Water bend.
So you had closed the window, right?
I mean,
Because you stood at the window for a while. Did you close it? I can't remember.
no, I didn't close it. No.
Okay, so there's not going to be inky handprints all over the window.
I just realized how I could have done this without jumping through. But that's
Okay, but the question is there going to be any ink on the window, around the window? Like, when he jumped out, did he leverage off of the window, or he just, like, yeet out the window?
He just, like, dived out the window. That's why I took 2d6 of damage.
Fair enough.
I wish tumble was still a skill.
It is for monks.
Shush.
It's for monks. Oof.
So yeah, will shape water remove it?
Nope.
I have dark vision, so
he ran around the building now.
Oh,
he's running around.
I have that horrible ale. I didn't bring up with me. I'm gonna use that to try to soak out the ink.
Gotta be good for something other than making me throw up.
That does actually take the ink off, as the alcohol takes off the ink.
Finally, a good use for this.
Yeah, surprisingly, it works better at cleaning than it does for getting it off your ass.
Then I pour it back into the mug, and I'm gonna go bring it back.
So you're bringing like black water in a mug. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Bucky.
Kid. fuck just happened?
He can't hold his liquor worth a damn because it's so cheap. But on the good news, it's really good at getting ink out of steel. You ever say you have selling this shit as a cleaner?
No.
Probably should.
Do you get the money?
No, but I got a watered down thing of ink and ale for you, and a nice looking quill. What can I get for this? I imagine you do some bookkeeping around here.
I already got a quill, kid.
You sure? Writing all those zeros must take a lot of work.
Okay. What is your AC?
13.
Can I make a perception check to see if I notice any ink on my satchel or around the room, maybe dripped? I have dark vision.
Go for it. You take 3 damage.
Okay, that's their one.
He just punched.
A freaking 9, man.
Yeah, you don't see any ink, my dude.
What are these rolls, dude?
Alright, I'm gonna pocket the nice ink, and I'm gonna go bring the mug of inky ale to the passed out toothless guy. Earl, wake up! Here's a drink. That'll be 3 copper.
He just like slams his hand down. Oh, it's,
I didn't buy it. You heard him. Put this drink on his tab.
The bartender just looks at you like, wait, why?
Look, you agreed to this the moment you let me into your bar. I agreed to this by working for you every now and again.
Okay, kid, now go down the cellar and bring me up another cask. We're getting low on the one I have up here. Yeah. What was that?
Right away, sir.
Make a strength check.
See, we're all getting punished.
What's your carrying capacity?
First, 19 strength, which is good because I don't have a modifier. What is my carrying capacity? Where do I go on this thing?
I think I've laid down by this time and fallen back to sleep.
Strength score multiplied by 15.
So 11 times 15, that is 165.
$165. Okay. So you can pick this thing up, but it's heavy. It's probably 150 pounds.
Here's your ale.
He throws a key at you. You can have the other room back there. Quit sleeping out in the middle of the field, you dumbass. Don't you know the dead rise soon?
Yeah, that's why it seals the door. Well, I'm done. I'm not as dumb as I think I am.
Son, you're dumber than you think you are.
Ooh. Stupid. I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna lock the window. Is there like furniture in this room?
This is literally just like a straw-filled sack on the ground.
Not what I care. My character doesn't have anything on them worth stealing.
You have a couple of coin on you. You have ink and a quill from the guy in the room next to you.
No, I don't have the ink anymore.
You still have the well.
Oh yeah, that. We're good. And instead of keeping it on me, I'm going to bury it a little bit in the hay. And then sleep.
Alrighty. Oop, you got another message in the Discord?
And I guess I won't cut it as a thief. I guess
How much time has passed?
It's probably been another hour.
How much longer until dawn?
It's about 11 o'clock right
AM or PM?
now. PM.
Okay.
So yeah, my character's going to have to making sure the door is at least somewhat secure and there's no window to go through. Because I don't feel like getting murdered with that. It's cheap ass establishment.
Makes sense.
I'm going to go and enjoy my sleep. Sleep with someone who's very used to having to be to wake up and run.
Cool. Okay. So, you guys both go to bed, we'll say. Next morning, you hear a rooster calling. You hear the hustle and bustle of people heading down to the docks, fishermen heading out onto the sea for the day. You hear wagons going up and down the cobblestones outside. It sounds pretty lively. What do you guys want to do this morning?
Get whatever cheap breakfast I can at this place.
Okay, so you walk out. What do you say?
That was a nice sleep on Sunday. I kind of miss the ice, but having walls is kind of weirdly refreshing. Is this how you normally live?
Yeah, it's how most people live, son.
It's so weird.
What do you want?
Eggs.
He puts a small jar of pickled eggs on the counter. You want the whole jar? Or you want one?
Just one. I'm trying to not overindulge.
Copper.
By this time, I think I've woken up. I want to venture out.
Make sure you keep track of your money.
I've only spent $3 so far.
So you venture out.
I approach the bartender and I say, "Do you have any fresh fruit that maybe you could sell me?"
Fresh fruit here? Nah. Go down to one of the stalls by the port. They might have some. They got all that fancy shit comes in on the boats.
Yes, I can show you a good stall.
Kid says he'll show you around.
I look at him. I want to make a perception check to see if I notice the injury he sustained last night.
Oh yeah, the full rest. I'm healed up.
You still
Did he like bruise his ankle or anything like that?
No.
Just a black eye from getting punched.
He has a black eye from getting punched.
It's a black eye from getting punched. I want to offer to heal it.
What you want for it? How much?
For you to show me to the library you were talking about yesterday, and to protect me on the way.
Sure, that's a fair deal.
All right. Where the heck do my?
It's so nice to see the goodness in strangers. I glance at the barkeep.
I'm proficient in medicine. I'm also proficient in insight. Anyway, I use my.
You see the barkeep bite his thumb at you? Yes, I am using that as a gesture in this campaign. Because it's fun. And because I'm making literature references.
Well, hey. Well, my will just have to do. Let's go get you some of that fruit.
Thank you.
All right. So you guys head out the door. Turn down toward the port.
As I close the door to the thing, I quickly go around. Okay. We're on our way to the port.
All right.
It's literally like 200 feet away.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, the morning's a busy time. Well, I guess the night's busy too, depending on what you do. The day
Wouldn't you know?
What do you mean? I'm just a poor innocent kid. No insight on that one. I'm gonna keep walking. Anyway.
I mean, he has no reason to think otherwise.
Oh, whoever actually said.
Other than the fact that you were drinking in a bar the night before.
I was sipping at the bar. Which is funny. I probably have the constitution to actually drink.
Huh?
Actually, probably have the constitution to drink.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show him to one of the vendors who would be kind enough to give me something if I bring them customers.
Mm.
Oh yeah, when I said wouldn't you know, I was referencing the black guy.
Yeah. So you go up to this little old lady. She's probably not entirely human.
Doing this down.
Her ears are her teeth are a little too pointed to be 100% human, but she's kind. She's old.
And she's kind of old.
And she's kind of blind. So.
Are you there, ZT? It's me, Foo. ZT, I brought you a customer.
You brought customers.
Yes.
Oh, I better put out the good fruit. Put those glasses.
I'm gonna help her put on my glasses.
They're on her.
ZT, you're wearing them. Open your eyes.
Oh, it seems I am.
This wasn't the light you've been expecting.
Wow!
Doesn't smell like brimstone, does it?
You narrowly get missed by a cane swinging down at you.
I laugh. ZD, you're as sharp as ever. This is going to be a constant asshole and get rebuked. We're going with that trope, huh? Okay. ZD here has some of the nicest fruit around. I probably jot down this woman.
My only question is, how expensive is it?
Oh, that's between you and her.
All right. I want to turn to this nice old lady and ask her kindly if I could see her apples.
I mean, they're sitting right there, Sonny. They're all in the crates right in front of you. If you can't see them, I sure as hell won't be able to.
Anyway, I want to go through the apples and find the one that looks the least rotted, moldy, whatever. I need to check the condition of the apples and find the one in the best condition.
Actually, most of these apples look like they're pretty fresh. Like, surprisingly. It's almost like this old lady actually takes care of her stall.
Well, then I want to voice my admiration for the condition and quality of the fruits. I want to say, well, it looks like you keep good care of your wares.
See? I wouldn't steer you wrong, mister.
And I also want to, thank you for showing me there's such a great place to buy fresh fruit in the morning. And I would like to have an apple, please.
See, you have the bee's knees.
That'll be 2 coppers, Sonny.
And I hand over the 2 copper and take the apple.
As she takes the copper, you see she like knocks a kiwi down and like hacky sacks it over to it's Fu? Fu. She like hacky sacks it to Fu.
She hacky sacks what to Fu?
A kiwi.
A kiwi.
It's a 14 dexterity to catch it.
Yeah, you catch it.
Although I'm gonna actually.
The fact is, you just saw a woman who looks older than dirt. Basically, just bring a leg up and just easily direct something at a person standing 5 feet away.
Actually, falling into my dog-like roots. I'm in its fact that looks like a ball. I'm gonna catch one.
Okay.
I mean, thank you, Didi.
I want to make, would it be insight perception? Anyways, I want to make a check to see if I pick up any inhuman traits about, either one of you.
Well, ZD clearly isn't 100% human.
Yes. Am I able to make a check for anything more specific?
I mean,
the surprising agility might suggest
she has some orc in her. You can tell.
Okay.
But she tries to keep that on the down low.
And what about Fu over here?
Fu just looks like a teenager.
It just looks like a normal teenager. All right.
Acts a little weird, but looks like a teenager.
I don't. Very weird. Nah, I'm not gonna roll. This voice cracked. This is food. Your form.
So food turns into a chihuahua. Got it.
I want to thank the lady for the fruit. Wish her a good day. And ask Fu if we can move on to the library.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, to the library.
So, you guys start walking through town.
Let's give a bit of a tour.
Okay. So you take the long way around?
Yep.
Basically wandering through the ghetto for a little bit. Taking past the usual mugging spots.
Now, this town has a rich history.
There's just areas of, like, you can tell you're in the slummier area. It doesn't smell the best. There's like manure from horses drawing carts just in the street.
Now, what it might lack in visual decorum, it makes up for in rustic good values and cooking.
Fu, do you know anything about the lore of the city? How much do you know about the lore of the city?
That being out at nighttime is very, very bad if you're not careful. The dead will rise. And they will rise soon.
How did the city form? What kind of background does the formulation of the city have? How old is it?
You can make a history check to see if you know anything. You can make one too.
Okay.
I got
17. Would it be intelligence have a factor? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
As I say, it should. If you click on it, you should be able to auto roll it.
Click on what to auto roll it?
If you click on history, where it says +3.
What are you talking about? Where am I supposed to be looking?
On your character sheet. The big column that goes from the top of the page almost to the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't on my character sheet. I am now. Yeah, I'm gonna go to.
You'll see history. It'll have a +3 next to it. Click on the +3.
Ah, okay. I got a 21. Okay. The more you know.
Alrighty.
Oh, it makes sense. You probably did research on your way to the town.
I say you probably did a little research before coming here. You were probably sent here because of what happens.
Well, being a local, I understand things going across town. I just don't know the full details of history.
Yeah. So you would know that for some reason, anytime there's a full moon or later into the fall and into the winter more frequently, on clear nights, the dead tend to rise up in this region. That can be dead cattle, dead animals, dead pets, dead people.
So I want to ask Fu if the locals have any explanation for why it's happening, or any backstory for when this started or how it started that I might not know unless I was here my whole life.
It's not really known why it happens. All they know is it happens.
Oh, will there be any folklore about areas to stay away from?
Stay away from the crypts, the cemeteries, and the dockside.
Well,
as the drowned tend to.
I don't know what causes it, but you'll want to stay away from any areas that could hold the dead. The crypts, the cemetery, even the dock. You ever see a grown man get pulled underneath by the cold grasp of those who were lost to David Jones' lockup? Not pretty.
Thank you for the advice. I appreciate you, helping me out, answering my questions.
Sounds good. I'm glad to get the attention. Anyway, off to the library.
Yes, off to the library.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much stuff have you stolen inside the main city?
Orphan child growing up in the slums, friends with bartenders or reputable and unreputable people.
The bartender is that person you're talking about.
Yeah. Probably a decent amount, but given that I've actually fished them itself, probably not big enough or wide enough known, hopefully, to be spotted. Like, oh, it's him.
Okay.
I mean, definitely, I've been stealing most of my life.
Okay, yeah.
That's why it was either urchin or criminal. The only thing is, I'm kind of sad I couldn't get this sleight of hand.
We can discuss that.
But I can still bonuses and stuff. So yeah, I've been working all my life.
Yeah.
Can I make an insight check to see if I notice that he might have not so great of an uprising, maybe not a great background?
You can, yeah.
Well, if you've done nothing, that's a low row. You know, it probably is.
I mean, there's a kid dressed in mostly rags. That was.
I guess more so. I meant I'm checking to see if maybe I notice not necessarily alignment, but see if he has any ill intentions.
Actually, I think we're due for a full moon soon. Huh? Oh, sorry. Mine kind of drifts. What were you asking?
I wanted to know if you've maybe participated in anything illegal recently.
How recent? I mean,
in the past 2 months or so.
I mean, there has been some loitering. People telling me to get off, telling me I can't sleep certain places. But nothing too major.
I appreciate your honesty.
Roll deception. Roll insight. You can tell he's not being 100% truthful.
I didn't see it as like. What is your insight?
Insight, you rolled 14.
So one of the other consoles. Oh, I did. Oh no, I don't have any memory. You can check the disk real quick if you want.
So roll insight.
Yep.
21.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he's not telling the full truth. He's
I don't-
left out quite a bit.
I want to make a mental note of that, but I don't want to press the issue anymore. I don't want to risk losing my guide.
Okay.
But now I'm going to be a little bit more wary of trusting him in the future.
Do I know if he knows I lied? Is that insight?
Yeah, roll insight.
I have an A by the way. You're gonna get a man.
Yeah, it means you would have advantage.
Did you lose it? 13.
You get the sense that he doesn't think you're telling 100% truth.
So yeah, the full moon's coming. We're going to leave my activities outside of being your tour guide alone. Client tour guide confidentiality. You don't want me digging, I won't dig. I don't want you dig, you don't dig. Let's go.
Agreed.
So, you're getting led like all over the city. It's starting to get nicer. The closer to you can see these large stone walls off in the distance. They're getting closer and closer, and as you get closer to them, the houses get nicer. You can hear a small river flowing through, and as you get to the river, the houses go from like the slums to some nice-looking shops.
Oh, I'm gonna bring him to a river while. Or at least stop. I guess we can do that on the way back.
You've already the alchemist. The bartender is the alchemist.
God damn it.
Why do you think he would take care of you?
I thought it was a case of pity turned friendship.
No. Yeah.
What was his name again?
What was his name?
Do you remember the barkeep's name?
Port of Call. Signer. He's a dwarf. He's tall for a dwarf, but he's a dwarf.
Okay, so yeah, eventually I will take him to the actual library after I give him at least a decent understanding of the town. He's been nice to me.
So eventually you work your way through the main gates of the city. The guards kind of look you over as you're being led around by one of the known urchins of the streets. You hear one of them say, "Be careful with that one." And then
don't worry, he's a good guy. I trust him so far. And we're usher him through.
I'm going to give you a funny look, and I'm going to maybe smile a little bit, giggle, laugh. And then I'm going to...
So, as soon as you go through the gate, the streets are pristine, perfect cobbles. There are magical lanterns that line the streets. There are flowers, like, in baskets and things hanging from the streetlights. There are planters that line either side of the streets. You can smell fantastic foods and fresh fruit and spices and coffees and
I want to make a
whole different
check
atmosphere than the other side
for
of the wall.
I want to make a check for the intensity of magic around me.
Okay, give me an Arcana. Or give me a religion if you're trying to go for divine magic over arcane.
No, just arcane. 19.
It's kind of normal. You're not super heavy magic. It's an average area. You don't get that sense of like everything being drained.
Okay. Now, with
you also
with
don't
the 19,
feel-
can I tell if there's a concentration of magic anywhere? How far can I tell?
Well, you really can't tell concentrations of magic.
Okay.
Like if you're in an area of no magic, if you really focus on it, you can feel it drain a little bit.
But it's more so just like the presence is kind of felt a little bit.
Yeah. If you're in an area of high magic, you can feel it's like static for really high levels of magic.
Oh, it'd be like pinpricks.
Yeah, you get those like little pinpricks across your skin.
Gotcha.
Goosebumps and stuff like that.
Is that for the magically sensitive, or
those are for magically sensitive. You being a cleric, you're gonna be more attuned to the divine magics.
Yeah.
And here, as you were wandering through the slums, you got those goosebumps that told you something just was a little off there. But that's about it.
Okay.
You felt a little off since you got here, but those areas were a little worse.
But as a whole, the city hasn't been. There hasn't been any crazy fluctuation.
You haven't felt any crazy fluctuation.
Okay.
It's not like you've been feeling like your powers are being sucked out of you.
No, it's just that oppressive feeling that's called life in high school.
Alrighty. So you guys make your way through the main square of town.
You know,
in the center of town, you see this magnificent fountain where streams of water come out at different angles and cascade down.
You know, this place is nice. They even give you your own bodyguard. I turn around. I'm keeping an eye out for him.
About 40 steps back, it's just a guard looking at you.
I'm just looking nonchalantly. See, real friendly people. Kind of creepy that they follow you, but
I want to join in the wave and the hi to the guard, thinking maybe that you know him well.
The guard just gives that awkward wave back. He turns around and just shuffles off.
He's shy. But you know, it's kind of nice. It's like our own little game of hide and seek every now and again. Anyway,
you do see a lot of people in these kind of ornate robes that look like they're in some kind of academy. And they're all kind of congregating, working their way up the hills to the north side of the city.
The university is over there.
I want to make. Would it be an insight or a history check to see if I notice anything about the robes that bears any significance, like in the scholar world?
There's just one of the larger, like, independent universities.
Okay.
But they don't just teach magic; they teach everything.
Okay.
They don't teach religion. That's left up to the church on the other side of the city. So
the poor half.
Well, no. The city, the richer area, you have the people who study and went to school and stuff like that. You have the book learned, and then you have the religious. Most everyone in here is nobles, or at least of a higher status.
Gotcha.
Sometimes I help them out by working in the kitchen, but It's nice. They let me take home food every now and again, but I can't really stay too late. I had to be up. The game ends when night falls. But anyway, that's beyond the point. You wanted that library. Well, we can actually just follow the students.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Follow me.
So let me actually blow up this map for that section. So you guys are.
By the way, I'm really paying attention to any of them I'm getting. Like I am actively trying to make sure I'm not getting any like books that could be concerning for me.
So you guys are headed from the main square here in the lower right of the screen, going up this main avenue, and
you know they have it nice here. I hardly ever hear any stories about the undead or the dead bothering them.
Funny you should say that. As you stumble past an alley, you hear a woman down the alley scream.
Mm.
What do you guys do?
I want. What's your? I asked Fu if he wants to come with me to see what's happening.
Sure, it might be a reward. Let's go.
All right, so I want to move as fast as I can towards the alley, but I want to stop just short and look around the corner just in case there's anything dangerous and see if I can see what's going on.
So, you see a woman being dragged down an alley by a lumbering, larger humanoid. It kind of smells like rotting flesh down there.
I want to make a check to see if I recognize anything about the creature significant, which might help me identify it.
Based on the fact that he's been telling you the dead will rise, you probably think it's a zombie.
Okay.
Which you find it kind of ironic that he said they usually don't get bothered by them up here, and then you turn a corner and there's one there.
I give him a confused look, and then I want to move forward and cast Sacred Flame.
Well, I said almost never.
Roll initiative for me real quick.
Initiative. God. Is that just a D20?
Yep. Plus your initiative modifier.
I don't even know what that is.
For you is a +1.
Okay. So 12.
Okay, you got a 12.
Didn't save. 6.
Hi.
Hello.
So you get to go first. So what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Alrighty. Just to be warned, there is a person in front of it, so you have disadvantage to hit it. You put that.
Well, can I just? I want to cast light. I want to run up and I want to try to cast light on this creature. As weird as that sounds.
Okay, so you're casting light. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's weird. It's weird, but I don't think necrotic damage is going to help me in this scenario.
No, the necrotic would not really hurt the zombie.
Yeah, which is the main other thing that I have. So.
They're not flat out immune to it.
Not Most undead, no. Okay, so do you even have a weapon on you right now?
No.
Cool.
This is gonna be rough, but I'm hoping that because the zombie's
you
distracted with
light
this
on
lady,
the
I can.
zombie. The zombie's a little disoriented and attacks the woman.
After I cast light, it attacks the woman.
It's already holding her.
Fair enough.
So yes.
I yell at Fu to use to try to help me and run at this zombie and do something to
That's
get it
going
off
to
of this
hit the
woman.
woman. That does a d6. Oh god, that did 7 damage.
The woman down.
Yeah, so she's down. She's down hard.
Is she knocked out or is she dead?
She's unconscious. She's bleeding profusely.
Okay.
So yeah, she is bleeding out right now.
Jesus Christ. Is she unstable?
Yes, she's very unstable. Fu, it is your turn.
Fu, I want you to try to distract the zombie to give me an opportunity to cast Spare the Dying on her, please. Or so I can get over to her and save her life. By the way, how far away are they?
They're about 10 feet from you.
Okay.
Oh, I could probably pop it off here. Start. I'm dead. I'm gonna flank the zombie.
Okay, so you're going past the zombie and getting behind it?
It doesn't leave the square, so it's not attacking me.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying fur.
Yeah.
So you're getting behind the zombie. What are you gonna do?
As I'm moving towards it, is there another zombie nearby?
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna. As I'm running, I'm pulling out my dagger and my shield, and I'm gonna cast stab.
You're casting stab, so you're stabbing it?
Yes.
Yes, I cast this magical spell called I Impale It on a Sword.
Which I know we added a dagger and a shield.
That's one of them.
Going out there.
Just pick one of them up.
Look, with my mighty magic of dagger, that's no. Oh wait, we're playing. I get advantage. That's a nat 20.
Oof.
Oh boy!
Go ahead and roll damage.
First nat 20 of the game.
Nice. First nat 20 of this campaign.
Oh. 5 damage.
Okay. Hey, that's something.
It's something. Okay.
Okay, we are back around to you, Burnett.
Is it the first? Is the zombie distracted? Is it focused on Fu right now?
Yeah, it kind of focused on the thing that just stabbed it.
Okay. I want to run by it to the woman, and I want to cast Spare the Dying on the woman.
Well, you're not right next.
Yeah, you're like moving us like 5 feet closer.
I'm just saying. I want to try to move fast because I don't want.
Okay.
Okay, so I cast Sparing the Dying on the woman.
Okay. So she is stabilized. She's at
Okay.
0.
And I kind of want to make sure I'm in between her and this zombie, just in case.
Alrighty. Next up's gonna be the zombie. Who is going to attack Fu with a spell?
Spell. Bitch, I'll cast this.
That's 18 to hit you. Well then, that'll be 7 damage.
I am bloody.
Alright, Fu, it's your turn.
There's a chair for you. Put stuff right on.
Yeah, I realize I'm not smart.
I don't know why I rolled that. I didn't mean to click that.
Fu,
Ignore
what are
it.
you doing? This is your turn. Fu.
2? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the 2d4. I rolled for the dagger. We're gonna play this game. Let's shank the bitch again.
Okay. Shaking does more damage.
21, not natural one.
Okay. That will hit
And that's 5,
5 more damage.
which was equal to that crit.
So did you roll a dice, double it, and then add your modifier?
Oh no, when you get a crit, it automatically does the d4.
That's my thought, yeah.
So it automatically turns it from a 1d4 to a 2d4. I just happened to roll 1 twice.
Yeah, my other campaign I'm running it, we usually do roll a die, double it, and then add your modifier, just because that's what they were used to. So, back around to Barnard. So you are standing between a unconscious woman and a zombie, who is then surrounded between you and Fu.
Can you bless yourself? Because it says up to 3 creatures, and I wonder if that count if you're counted in
I
that as
do
well.
believe you can, yes.
Okay. Well, then I want to cast bless on me, Fu, and the woman, just in case she needs to make any saving throws against the zombie.
Okay. I say this thing's gonna kill Fu before you actually do anything to it. But okay.
There's no way Fu's gonna die. Fu's perfectly fine.
Is that health?
Ah.
Hey.
I'm hoping that the bless is gonna save him.
Fu, does a 13 hit you?
Thank God, no.
Okay.
He's got the bless gives him another 1d4 on his saving throw.
Yeah.
And for
with a crit.
and then the lady needs to make a saving throw against the Okay, so the lady saved it against turning into a zombie.
Let's go. The bless worked out.
No, it wasn't the bless. You rolled in that 20.
Okay, well, I mean, still. I mean, still.
Oh, it is you.
Come on. Taking the dagger, switching it in my hand back and forth, bouncing a little bit, trying to stay on the zombie's weak side. And for Johnson. 14.
And with Sacred Flame, it says that a creature that you see within range.
5. This is the dagger of 5.
Plus the 1d4.
No, if I crit, 5. If I attack, 5. If I attack again, 5.
Hey, it's bloodied. So,
and seeing that this thing is finally starting to take some damage, I'm going to use my bonus action. So I become a slightly hairier boy.
Oh boy!
And I get 3 bonus things. Well, 3 temp HP.
Okay. Barnard, it's your turn.
Okay. Sacred Flame, it is I can direct Sacred Flame, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna direct it at the zombie.
Alrighty.
I rolled a 7. I forgot to roll the 20. But you know what?
So is
I
this
you live, and you will learn.
Well,
It's a dex roll, isn't it?
is it a dex save? It should say on your spell.
Hit DC. It says dex 14. Yeah.
Okay, spells. Sacred Flame. Spell damage. Okay. Dexterity. The target must succeed a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d8 radiant damage. Alright. So, what is your saving throw? It should say on there.
It's
Your
the
save
right.
DC is 14.
Yeah.
So I need to make a dexterity save of 14. That's a dexterity save of 16.
God damn it.
So let me double check Sacred Flame.
Wait, I thought radiant damage canceled.
Well, what about any modifiers I have apply?
Nope.
Doesn't radiant damage cancel out that zombie?
Dang.
But it has to.
Oh, I blessed myself though.
He missed the Sacred Flame?
Yep. The zombie succeeded on the saving throw, so it misses.
I thought that was...
Does not my bless count towards making the attack harder to save against?
No. That's if you're making the attack. A saving throw is different.
That's tough. I'm sorry, Fu, if you die.
it's all
Well, since you just tried to set it on fire, it's going to turn on you.
It is what it is.
That is an unnatural 20 to hit you. And 7 damage.
What's the saving?
There isn't a save. He rolled an unnatural 20 to hit you, which is higher than your AC.
That's amazing.
Your AC is 11.
I feel violated.
You should. You just got smacked like a bitch by an undead man.
I just got him slapped by a zombie.
Salt.
Alright. Salt or sulfur?
Salt. He smells like he just came out of the. He smells like rotting fish, bro.
So you're fighting an adventure.
Okay, that's a 24 dagger.
Oh, wait, because this is undead, wouldn't healing spells damage it instead?
Not in 5e.
Not in 5th
Healing
edition.
spells will heal it.
Yeah. If you try to heal it, it'll heal.
Oh.
If you try to hit it with necrotic energy, it might be a little bit resistant, but it won't heal all. There's only maybe a few undead who kept that.
Okay, well, I thought if it was undead that necrotic damage would heal it, and vice versa for healing.
I cast the magic powers of dagger again. I got 5 as I proceed to use combination magic shake this bitch.
Dude, how is this zombie not mincemeat by now?
Consistent.
How much health does it have?
I swear I'm about to rename the thing the Dagger of Thighs.
All right, Barnett, it is your turn.
All right, I want to run up to the zombie and cast inflict wounds on it.
Alrighty. What is that a touch attack?
Yeah, it's a touch attack.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay.
You can just hit that +6 on the character sheet. It'll
Yeah, I clicked the wrong thing. 13.
A 13 will hit.
Let's go.
What is your damage?
It's 3d10. I need to roll.
Okay, I need to make a
He can beat my thighs.
+5 damage taken. Okay, so how much damage did you deal?
28.
28 damage. Okay, so I need to make
Holy.
a Constitution save.
Holy version.
Why am I stabbing this thing?
Equal to 20 or equal to 33. Which I rolled a 22, so he does not resurrect again. He
Let's
is
go.
dead.
Why did I use that in the first place? You've been stabbing this thing, like making mincemeat out of it, and I was just like, here. Boom. What am I doing, man?
You should have just went up, smacked him real hard. That could have been easily been on him.
Oh no, the zombie has
Look,
light cast.
I wanted to cast light on it because I thought maybe it would be a little like disoriented and confused and might let go of the lady. Like it just starts glowing all of a sudden. I figured maybe it would like freak the heck out. Instead, it just smacked the lady.
I mean, it's a
Okay,
zombie.
so you each get 25 XP for
Dope.
having defeated the undead.
Dope.
There still is an unconscious woman there.
Am I
You stand between a slightly furry boy, a dead zombie, and a woman.
am I able to use cure wounds on the woman?
You could, yes.
I would like to do that.
I'm gonna revert back being a less hairy boy.
Alrighty. So you are a slightly less hairy boy.
But the way I'm gonna make it look is I'm just gonna like fluff out the clothes a little bit and like the excess hair can just look like it's falling.
Am I able to make a check to see if I noticed him change appearance slightly throughout that
Are
fight?
you going to hide it?
Yes.
He's gonna make it.
Make stealth or sleight of hand.
This is a downfall of Brit.
Actually, do sleight of hand or performance. Go ahead if you're trying to discern this. Give me an investigate.
Oh
14.
boy,
Sleight of hand.
14.
So, you notice something's off, but you can't really tell what it was.
Okay. And for the heal,
So, how much did you heal her?
I need to roll because it's 1d8 plus 7.
Oh,
Total of 12. Total of
So the
12.
plus 7 will heal her. Trust me.
As a woman, how
She only
would
has
you
4
feel
hit
about
points.
that being-
Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Now am I able to do the same thing for Fu? Heal him as well.
I couldn't hear you. What was that?
Can I heal Fu as well?
There'll be
All right,
another slot.
I want to walk over to Fu. And let him.
I don't think you have the spells for that, my friend.
Oh,
The stealth. I'm not trying to be stealthy.
I said spells.
Oh,
You
spells.
already cast Bless and Cure Wounds one time.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, you don't have Cure Wounds. You cast Inflict Wounds.
I do have cure wounds. I cast both of them. I cast all 3 of my first level spells.
You only have 2 first level spells.
Oh yeah, I can't cast cure wounds. What do you mean I only have 2? There's 3 here.
That's how many spells you have prepared. If you look just above that, there's.
I wasn't clicking on the slots. That's my bad.
Yeah, as you run out of slots, it.
I didn't realize. So I don't cast the cure wounds.
So-
Boy, oh boy, I'm doing the best.
He did not cast Cure Wounds. He did not have the spells to do that.
Didn't want to
That's my bad.
Didn't want to have to go for one of these.
I have to do a short or long rest before I can cast it again.
I take the little bit of kiwi I didn't finish, put it up in my mouth, and create good berries off of it.
Okay.
Kiwi's a berry, right?
I want to make a medicine check to see how much damage Fu has sustained. If he's, how
Beat the fuck.
Yeah, I'm actively bleeding. But I'm gonna eat one of the berries and I'm gonna be fine.
And right about this time is when 3 guards come rushing around the corner.
Oh, thank God I wasn't putting one in my mouth. But I am gonna drop. I am gonna like squat for a moment, like, okay, because I am kind of hurt.
I want to yell to the guards that they need to get this woman to the nearest doctor and let them know that Fu might need help with his bleeding. I want to yell this out to them.
The back was already stiff when we entered this area, but now it's bad.
Is your hair standing on end?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens when you laugh more than 8 hours?
Well,
I have a question.
the cleric technically my doctor now. Yes.
Okay, the more animalistic he becomes, does my animal handling ever apply to maybe
No.
persuading him or talking to him or getting him to do
You're
anything?
not an animal. You cannot use animal handling.
If he's in his animal state, I mean, I had to ask it, okay?
So, the last time I played a shifter, it was a beast barbarian. So not only did I shift, I also grew a tail. But yeah, no. I am
Fair
a
enough.
boy.
So it would just be normal persuasion at that point anyway, just for future reference. Okay.
Boy, you crazy.
Okay, well, here's my thought process. If we get in an encounter with any more zombies before he gets back to help,
If
if he goes animal, I might want to be able to get him out of there, and his animal instinct might tell him to keep fighting, but I might be able to persuade him to leave or something like that. I don't know. Just useful knowledge to have.
Animal handling is for when you're like riding a horse, or taming a bull, or dealing with wild dogs.
Hey, man, if he turns into a wild dog, I mean, I'm just saying.
He's still a person.
I'm just saying, man. I had to pose the question. It was there. Don't judge me.
Who here? Shifter lives matter too.
Shifter. It's not about controlling him. It's just about maybe saving his life. I'm lawful good. I want to make sure that he stays alive. And as an animal, he might decide to fight to the death, and I don't want to be there for that.
Good boy. That's great. It'd be better if you were hosting it as me.
Don't worry, people. I'll be on my own account next time.
Alrighty. And I think we're going to call it there as we are at 10:30 tonight.
Remember, don't be too stupid for
We will pick up at this point in 2 weeks, where these two are being addressed by the guards.
Can I do the exit?
Oh.
Yeah.
Will our young dumbasses be taken in by the guards? Will food end up in a kennel? Will we find out what's in the library? What does it mean when the dead rises? Find out more from these interesting midnight snack packs. I'll see you soon. Throughout.
Have a good day, everybody.
Gute Nacht.
I just showed up.